So
Mhm.
how do you help people to adjust the mindset? Because that's not an easy task.
It's really not an easy task, and people are really stressed out for lots of reasons. So I know what I do for myself. I have some different people that I listen to, and I suggest these individuals to my clients to listen to and just take time, like whether you're driving in the car, like listen to the two people. There are, yeah, two people that I really like a lot. One is Joel Osteen, who you may know who he is, and the other one is Mel Robbins. Do you know Mel Robbins?
No.
Yeah, Mel's awesome. And she's probably in her 50s, I think. And she's had a TV show. She talks a lot about mindset and gratitude and changing your life by the way you think and how you look at things. And her Instagram is great. You should check her out. You'd like her. And she's got Instagram's great because it's just like 2-minute little clips of her talking about something. But everything she says resonates. Oh, it'll resonate with me. And every now and then it's something like, wow, that's good. And I'll share it with my women, my followers. But she's wonderful. So it's getting them to like listen to people like that and just talking to them about, just being grateful. And I think sometimes we just forget. I do it sometimes. You kind of forget sometimes all the things that are good in your life, but it's really easy to focus sometimes on that one thing that either didn't work out, or if you have kids, maybe your kids that one kid's driving you nuts and that's all, or whatever it is. If you have a parent that's maybe not healthy and you have to take care of them, or just things that happen, I tell them, I'm like, every day you really need to just get like 5-10 minutes by yourself somewhere, go somewhere where nobody knows where you are, and just close your eyes and just relax and just think about how amazing you are and the things you've accomplished in your life. Like, we have to pat ourselves on the back sometimes. And when I listen to Joel, sometimes he has this one talk that he does where he'll say, you got to keep to I guess, to date myself, your Rolodex. He's like, you got to, every now and then you got to pull out your Rolodex and just go through the things, your accomplishments, and pat yourself on the back and just appreciate that. And it does make a big difference, because I try to do it every day. But sometimes I know I'm like, you start thinking about all the things that didn't work out, or if something doesn't work out, it's important to just appreciate things that you have. And I think pointing that out to people sometimes makes them realize it. Because I think we get on this gerbil wheel sometimes and we just keep running in place.
And people think that happiness is on the next
Yeah,
stop. When I
exactly.
get, the promotion, when I get the girl I want, when I
Yep.
make that much money, when I get that car, that's when I'll be happy. And then invariably when they get it, they're still the same self,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
they haven't worked on the self. So,
Exactly.
so knowing what you already have, and just learn to be really content and be appreciative of right here. And then whatever comes, that just, gravy.
Yeah. And I think it sets you up too when you have that gratitude or just that appreciation that you're here, you have your health, your family's healthy, or your family's safe, whatever it is. I think when things come at you, I just think it makes you a little bit calmer to be able to really deal with stuff and say, all right, let me just take a deep breath for a minute and then figure out how I'm going to handle this situation or whatever's coming, whatever is facing you. And, people have this habit too of when they get stressed that they just want to like run and eat, a lot of chocolate or grab a pizza or go to the drive-through. It's always interesting when people get stressed, they go for that comfort food. And it was someone at A4M said that people go to sugar when they're stressed because sugar is comfort. It's sweet and it makes them feel safe. So I thought that was a very interesting analogy, because I never thought about it that
Yeah.
way, but I guess
I
it's
think
true.
I think people should replace these temporary satisfactions in the
Mm-hmm.
mouth by building human connection. So next time you feel like you need to eat something, maybe call up a friend, go for a walk together, go do something, go have a cup of coffee, do something that takes you out of that stressful mode. So yeah, I think probably most people are guilty of it, the tendency to self-soothe
Yes.
rather than to reach out and actually build connections.
It's interesting how when you can get someone to start thinking about things differently, it's a lot of work. It's definitely like some people come in to the program and they're gung ho and they're like, yes, and then they just fade away and I never hear from them again. It's really, I always find that so interesting that, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Or, then they're like, well, I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. And I just felt embarrassed. I didn't want to come back, or I didn't want to, I'm like, no, like that's what it's here for, is to make the mistakes so that I can coach you and help you get to where you want to be. Like nobody just comes in and just hits the ground running and they're perfect from beginning to end. I'm like, that's what it's all about, is coaching you to get you to think differently and to do things differently. I'm like, we all have to start somewhere, Michael Jordan just didn't wake up and he's, an NBA star. Like, he had to work his way up to what, he wanted to do. And he still had doors slammed in his face. So, but it's just, you got to keep going. You got to pick yourself up. It's okay. It's okay to trip, but learn from it. Like, okay, I shouldn't have had that Big Mac when I got stressed out the other day. Next time, I'll do something different. Like, let's try this the next time.
So what have